Nou is on a schedule. And this week, for the first time, that schedule is actually starting to feel real. Third tier, structurally complete. Lateral sections open by late September. Full 105,000 capacity by spring 2027. Those numbers have been on paper for a while. What's changed is what you can see on site right now. Because the compression ring is moving faster than expected, the slat installation is staged and ready, and the lower levels are being prepped for the next wave. The structure is catching up to the timeline. Let's see how close. Before we walk the site, here's the bigger picture. Because what's happening on these construction walls directly connects to when fans get back inside. The third tier is now structurally complete, the most complex part of this entire renovation done. Right now, Camp Nou holds around 62,500. By late September 2026, the lateral sections open first, pushing capacity to 70,000. End of 2026, the tribuna tier follows, 80,000. Spring 2027. The sections behind both goals complete the picture at 105,000. But there's one major task still looming after all of that: the roof. And when that phase starts, Barcelona will almost certainly have to leave Camp Nou, possibly back to Montjuic. The club says 4 months, other sources say 6 to 8. That gap matters. The most surprising number on site right now, they're closing in on 20 compression ring segments placed. Nobody expected the ring to move this fast. A fresh phalange was lifted into position, either Tuesday morning or late Monday, and you can already see it sitting near the corner of Goal Sur, the ring visibly advancing toward that zone. Workers on the lower levels are running checks, because in the compression zone, there's no margin for error. What's telling is the stockpile behind the tower crane. 3 more phalanges waiting, plus beams and pillars. The material is there. The pace just has to match it. Goal Sur is where the slat story gets real this week. The anchor points are now in, top, middle, bottom, false ceiling, covering the left sector completely. That means the guides go in next, the small cable connectors that bridge anchor to anchor, and once those are done, the lamas follow. Painting is already happening on the beams and bolts, which tells you the timeline is serious. They're not painting after the fact, they're clearing the way. The upper zones still need more paint before slats go up, but in the lower false ceiling area, the sequence is already running. The Goal Norte corner is the most active single zone on the terrace right now. 5 elevating platforms working simultaneously, crews painting bolts, installing vertical guides both horizontally and vertically. That's the good news. The tension sits 1 level up, where a phalange that should have been raised last week still hasn't moved. The radial beam underneath it is still tied off with the tower crane. Something technical or logistical is blocking that lift, and it's been that way since at least the previous day's filming. 3 large segments are staged and ready. The crane is standing by, but the phalange hasn't gone up. Drop down to the lower levels and the picture shifts. Crews are positioning sopandas around structures, bracing elements that prep the frame for the next wave of radial beams and phalanges above. One area is already prepped for drywall. A welder is on site in full protective gear, and a 4-level staircase structure is being moved into position, connecting the cantilever overhang all the way up to the phalange level. It's bigger than it looks from ground level, and it underscores just how much vertical range these workers are operating across every single day. Now to the question that's been sitting in the back of everyone's mind. Footage from inside the VIP boxes this week. And honestly, it's hard to watch if you were banking on a Christmas 2025 opening. The interior is significantly behind what you'd expect at this stage. There's no polished finish, no sense of near completion. The original target was VIP boxes ready for Christmas. Looking at the current state of the interior, fit out, that timeline looks almost impossible. It's not a small gap. Whether the club adjusts expectations publicly or holds the line, the footage says what it says. Over in the tribuna zone, the vertical lama supports are getting their connecting joints installed, further along on the left side, with the right side still catching up. A trailer full of vertical support pieces is parked near the diamond, ready to feed the next phase. The diamond itself is close to done on its glass panel profiles, with one crew still up on a lift finishing the upper edges. A small connecting piece was lifted in near the escalator area, slotted against the alveolar panels. It's detail work now, which is a good sign for where this section stands. So, where does this week leave us? 3 things stand out. First, the structural ring is advancing, with nearly 20 phalanges installed and strong material stock ready for the push toward the north goal, once that stalled segment is resolved. Second, Lamas installation is visibly imminent in both the goal norte and goal sur zones. The painting is happening, the guides are going in, the anchors are set. The first slats on the exterior facade could appear any day now. And third, the one that stays with you. The VIP interior is significantly behind. That reality doesn't derail the 2026 fan return, but it does raise real questions about the premium experience timeline. Next week, we're watching for that north goal segment to finally move, and for the first llamas to go up. If both happen, it's a big week. If you want to be there the moment the first llamas go up on this facade, subscribe to GOAT Stadiums. We're back on site next week.